All right,
Come
here we
on,
go.
next update.
Redacted, the least useful tip yet.
Love that tip.
Oh, thanks for the compliments. It's been a heck of a day. Pulsar. Sip water with the
Hi,
attitude sipping coffee.
Pulsar.
That is what I'm doing. Yes. Oh, it's gonna be a few sessions of. Oh boy.
A few sessions of hell.
This is probably gonna. I
Do
mean,
something.
I keep saying this with every build, but this is probably gonna be the biggest build I've done yet. So I'm not 1,000% confident in my planning here. It should work, hopefully.
Entering into uncharted territory.
Yeah. Also, like,
Speaking of charting,
this is also this is a weird spot because on my first solo game, where that campaign ended was on a mega project like this, where I made a whole bunch of the tier 7 materials like all at once, and then they changed a lot of the recipes, so that's where I first dropped the game for a bit.
yeah,
So now we're kind of back there, and like I'm pretty sure heat sinks were one of those materials, so here we are again.
I believe me and Dad stopped right after getting drones, so we didn't really play around with them too much.
Yeah, that was where our
And
co-op
I
game
didn't,
ended last time too.
and I haven't really done too much on solo because I personally enjoy this game way more in multiplayer.
There's a charm to it, yeah. All right. So, gentle viewer, just to get you back up to speed, that's not the menu I wanted to open up. The idea here is to build a factory campus that will make heat sinks, cooling systems, fused modular frames, and turbo motors all at once. Which will, between that and electromagnetic control rods, will allow us to unlock the final unlocking the milestone, and thus give us everything we need to start getting serious about particle-enriched nuclear power, which can be safely sunk without creating time-limited radiation zones. Because that is the kind of the big one for me personally is making nuclear power. I've been saving my power plant energy for that one.
yep.
But to do that, we've got to make these other products, and they are so complicated, but also all use a lot of the same stuff that I've made a network graph last session to make a whole bunch of them all at once with, let's say, the fewest amount of materials, and it's still a lot.
75 copper sheet.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta.
I really hate leaving base and forgetting that I needed to stock up on things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to do that, but I hope it's not inevitable. So, I'm gonna just put down the new map marker. We're gonna be making the T8 megacampus over on the west coast.
Right. And my job is to get you rail lines out to there. Okay. I was like, I knew, like,
Yeah,
there was
the
some
2 weeks
in.
ago.
The first job I'm gonna ask you is to make a station from Aluminum Source XL to somewhere near the T8 megacampus site, just so that aluminum ingots are staged there for what we need. Just somewhere nearby, not necessarily right on top of it, but
Okay,
I think
ports and drones. Why am I not seeing train stations? Oh, there we go. It was I collapsed it. That's why. Show on map.
so. I think my first task.
Aluminum
What I'm
Source
going,
XL, which is way the hell down there, right?
Yep. I think what my first task is going to be is to tap the Oilands
Ah,
and get the rubber and plastic staged, and also the petroleum coke, which I'll be using to make steel and circuit boards, because I've decided to use those alts in this.
oh, so that's okay. So I'm looking at the graph in the planner
Yeah, it's
from the
going to be
link.
this is going to be a weird one using a bunch of alts. Just heads up ahead of time. This is not going to be standard in a few places.
I'm just wondering what we're doing with the 264 cubic meters of extra HOR.
Sinking. We're basically turning it all into coke, and we're using some of it and sinking the rest.
Gotcha. Because
That's
we can. You can't
do you want
burn
it,
HOR, but
do you want to do stuff with it?
let me put that in the back of my head, and just because it's gonna be a while before this is an issue. It's such a while before that is
The
an issue.
current plan then is to just sink it all, turn it all into petroleum coke, and then use and sink as capacity requires. But we are going to use some of the
petroleum
petroleum
coke is
coke.
the primary product of HOR, isn't it?
Yep. It will not all be wasted. We will be using quite a bit of it.
Right.
I can at least promise that. Since so much of these, advanced electrical products need rubber anyway.
Because we have the make fuel out of HOR alt.
We do.
So we can
do.
literally just burn it for power if we run out of other ideas.
It'd be interesting to offset, though. Take a while to set up. I think I'm just going to focus on getting the refineries all set up, because it's going to be a lot of refineries, and then we'll figure out what to do from there.
Yep, totally makes sense. It's just one of those, oh, by the way, this is an option. Like, I don't think we're going to need that much more power.
No.
But on the other hand, I also can't figure out what the heck we would need crap tons of petroleum coke for either, so.
Yeah.
That is fine.
There's going to be more byproduct than we use, but I'm not particularly worried about using all of it. I'm just worried about getting it all done. Oh, boy. All right.
All right, now you said you need a train line from...
I've put down a marker
from
for...
XL.
I've put down a marker for the Tier 8 megacampus. And, like, somewhere north of that would be good, even if it's just, like, way up high.
Am I not seeing markers, then? Hello. Oh, it's like, my mouse stopped moving. Don't tell me my computer's misbehaving.
Alright, looking at the graph, I'm going to need how many refineries? Oh, boy. Just for processing the crude.
Did I somehow hide markers? No, because there's turbo fuel and there's uranium. Either that or the game's not sending me your markers. Would be annoying.
Is the map desyncing? Let me just alt-click here. Or, not on the marker, but... There we go.
Oh, okay. T8 megacampus there, so it's inland a bit from the Oilands. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking we stage some of the first order materials outside, and then slowly bring them in stage by stage until it's time to
Make the big one.
make the big products in the main building. This is going to be
Okay, so go ahead.
No, that's about it. I was just going to ramble further to bloviate on that point.
So what is my best path from Aluminum XL to that?
South and west?
Or
I think
west
you've,
and then south and then west. Because I got to get past
Well-
the spindles and
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That-
don't necessarily want to go over that middle and then try and go over.
Yeah, whatever. I figure that will be an engineering challenge in and of itself, so that'll take
I
some
have
time
a task.
Yeah, you've got a task
I am
for
okay
that.
with that. I need to get from there. I need to get from there. Silly game. And now I lost it. Okay. Yeah, thanks for resetting my map for me, game. So I need to get from there to there.
Yep.
It doesn't as the crow flies,
It's not that far, but
not the far, but that terrain and there's an elevation drop.
It's a big elevation drop.
honestly,
That's
like,
fine.
considering that the main building might end up being pretty tall, like the supercomputer building was, you could just, like, leave it up in the sky and we figured that out later.
It might work out that way. We'll
Yeah.
see. How do you get your mouse stuff back after being in the map? Okay. Apparently
Open the
just
map again and then close it without moving it at all.
Weird. Game
I have
weird.
not had that
I don't
problem
know
with
why
the
it
map.
does that. It wasn't doing that at first, and then I noticed the last couple sessions it was doing that.
Yeah, we've had
Oh.
a slight uptick in map synchronization issues.
Yeah, I've noticed that you haven't been getting kicked as much, but it's been desyncing you more. Which, like, that's a interesting trade-off.
Yeah, my map doesn't. I mean, it's still doing it. My map doesn't update where I am in real time. It takes a few minutes before it realizes I'm in a new location.
Well, there's been that for a while, and I've noticed that, but I didn't consider that.
And I'm thinking it's because of like all the things it's keeping up with, the trains, the drones. I'm thinking if I
More
turn those
stuff,
off.
yeah.
I'm thinking if I turn off the trains and trains and drones on my map, it'll start behaving.
The drains and trombones, got it, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh boy, so many refineries.
I am on my way to get more steel products, because I'm gonna need them. Boy, howdy.
Got cables out there, so I'm fine. I think I'm finally ready to go back. We'll see.
I'm gonna need
Do I
to.
have enough concrete?
I'm gonna need to make some room. I'm disappointed in Fixit for not updating their logo appropriately for June. I don't think Fixit cares enough to keep up the charade of Pride.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's perfectly in character for Fixit to not even bother making their logo rainbow for Pride.
They've put out a
They're
memo.
little-
What more do you want?
Yeah.
Were there worker drones just to get done what Fiskit wants?
Great. Monster part delivery is over here. I also have to remember that in this
That
game,
alone gave me some room. I don't need that much solid biofuel.
now, Nix, you said the gas filters those are all at the Megadrone.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Gas and radiation are at Megatron.
I still don't have a rad suit. I should probably fix that.
I don't either, but I'm not the one that does any of the exploring too much, so I haven't been too worried about it.
I'm definitely going to want those power shards to do some overclocking
Hazmat
shenanigans.
suit. I need fabric.
Do you hazmat?
Apparently, I can't not can hazmat. That didn't come out right at all.
No, I think it came out as right as it was ever going to.
Yeah, as I was going to. Yeah. Okay, where is our fabric getting stored?
Behind the
Yeah.
hub.
Good lord, I think.
Yeah,
we got
there's a
no
little
second
fabric
base.
thing right behind the hub's little storage bins. Hello, kitty. I would like you to settle, please. Thank you.
Oh, fabric thing. Yeah. Make me have that soup, please. Because, like, what else am I going to put in that body slot?
Yeah. Steel pipes.
Now I'm yellowish, probably.
Yep, probably.
Concrete. The loading up stage.
Indeed.
That's right, these hypertubes go all the way there. Yes, excellent.
Gonna need copper sheets and plastic. And concrete. Just another stack of those to be sure.
Stack of them.
And then we go hiking out west.
There are no regular filters in the storage bin.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. There should be.
Nope,
That
they're
thing is
all getting
empty.
used to they're all getting used to make radiation filters right now.
I don't have it pulling from the bin. So that bin shouldn't be empty.
There is a conveyor belt with a bunch of gas filters on it that are not moving.
I remember
Output
having to
gas
pull
filter,
from
right
that.
output
Yeah.
is gas filter.
I
I feel like this
restocked.
Mark V lift isn't doing its job because nothing is coming out the smart splitter.
There's nothing coming out the smart splitter.
Oh no, this is that is the output. Oh, okay, so nothing is feeding it. Yeah, so I think gas filters aren't arriving. So I just realized, okay, so left is overflow, the right and center are gas filter outputs. There's gas filters going to there, but there's no new gas filters coming in.
That's
Or something.
interesting. Do I need to check on gas filters and see how they're
Yeah,
doing?
you may want to. Yeah, you probably understand the
Yeah,
spaghetti more than
something
we
is
do.
not happening there.
All right. I'm over here anyway, so I might as well check on it. Yeah, they're all yellow. What's the holdup, buddy?
What?
Fabric is slow. Polymer resin isn't making it all the way. There's not a lot of polymer resin coming through. Let me go check that.
All this time later, I'm still making huge lines of refineries. It just never ends once you start.
Then maybe it just be that it's working out of soup.
See where there's any source coming from. Like where do the gas filters actually come from? Like are those getting flown in somewhere? Oh, those are getting flown in by the yeah, that's right.
Yep, they're getting flown in.
Super fabric drone. Okay, I want to see what you do.
Do I need to put in another refinery? Yeah, I think it's making... Okay, I need to put in another refinery to boost this.
Okay, there went those, and there goes the fabric. So those are going down.
You've gentrified the hell out of this inlet.
Okay, so the first thing that the programmable splitter does is send supers, fabrics, and gas filters over there. Gas filters to the right, center and right.
Ah, dang it. It wouldn't have got me much further anyway.
Get down. They're just not sure. I wonder if there's a problem with the lift. Let me poke at that a moment.
Might be good to double check your connections, yeah.
Because all that stuff came out of the drone. And it's definitely all routed through because it's not sitting there anymore. There's still gas
There.
filters on the conveyor belt. So it's like they're getting there. So why are they not anywhere else?
Fabric's being made super duper slowly. But I added in a second refinery that's making polymer resin, so that might help boost it a little bit. Because
it
it's
might just be
making
that
enough out here.
It might be just that the gas filters are coming in real slowly overall.
Yeah, their input is super, super slow.
Right, but the smart splitter is being told.
Maybe switch it so that the one leading to the radiation one is overflow.
Yeah, because then that'll just sit there. Right, because you're not. That is really weird. That's a Mark V belt to that. There's nothing stuck in it. So I'm like using dismantle to check and see if there's anything like stuck inside. And there
Oh,
isn't.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it being told that both center and right should be gas filter.
It should be equally going to both.
Yeah. Don't. Come on.
Maybe dismantle it and have host make a new one and reprogram it.
No, I think we just need to up the. There may just not be enough fabric because like only a few came in. It's still weird that like none of them have made it to the bin.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. Programmable splitter doesn't have it in them. That smart splitter doesn't have it in them.
Check the drone. Why aren't you letting me raise in height? Okay. Problem.
Did you double tap C at any point? Because sometimes it'll decide that if you hit C like the wrong way, it decides that, oh, you mean you really want to just glue yourself to the ground and never fly again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a new delivery is coming in.
Okay, so there's gas filters, fabric, and supercomputers sitting at this drone.
Okay, so no filters came through this time. I watched the supercomputers and fabric go through, but I didn't see any. If there was a gas filters, it was like, oh yeah, okay, and they all went to the right. They all went straight to the.
It should be equally splitting them.
And it sure as heck isn't.
Maybe there's something weird
So-
if you have two identical outputs and an overflow.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Maybe.
there's a glitch with how that works.
Okay. I can easily come back and fix that because I know exactly how I would fix that.
Yeah, for now I'm just gonna like grab a handful out of the.
Yeah, I'm on my way back so I can fix that real quick.
Well,
I'm just gonna grab a handful out of the manufacturer, or just some off the belt. Honestly, I don't need that many.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. Time to figure out which of these I'm tapping for all this.
Because like I've got a dozen gas filters, I've got a dozen iodine filters. I don't plan to
These are,
stay in a
these are
hazard zone
normal.
anytime soon.
Those are pure. And I need a really good chunk of crude to make this all work.
All right, off to go do the task I was assigned.
Okay, looking at the graph. Oh boy, yeah. Well, actually, not surprised. Not as much as I feared, given the amounts involved. Really? You only need that much? Sure enough. Yeah, 30 per 20. So I can get away with just tapping one for all of this. We need about 50 for the plastic. 370 plus, so about 407. So 458 crude. So yeah, tap one, pure overclock it. That's it. Well, time to sweep away nature.
It's your preferred method. Explosives?
Not enough space for remains right now. Uh-oh.
Ah, hostile nature.
Gotta love hostile Nate.
Okay.
Why are there no trains heading my way? One time I could use a goods train, just hop on board.
Oh.
I also can't wait till we can blast these freaking poison gas smokers.
Mm-hmm.
Call me.
Yeah, 480. Just a quick 200% overclock. Yeah, that'll be more than enough. That should be enough to make all the rubber and plastic we need.
I should have just taken my dang taxi.
Oh boy. make some space so I just... I can take care of stuff like this. Alright.
I'm gonna have to redo that too, aren't I? Erg.
Yeah.
Yes, this is safe. Alright, so I am now at aluminum source X. Now I need to figure out how to get to the T8 megacampus over there.
Here we go. That way it's reasonable to jump back on. Okay.
You're right, that trick does work pretty well. Okay.
Okay. That should... I can make it. I can make that look nicer.
Just gonna make a big old platform and hope I don't even need to use all of it.
So the tiniest bit south. Oh no 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 no! Don't put me down there! Don't. Yet.
Okay, let's actually get a proper count here. How much rubber are we producing? 271.5 units of rubber. Build twice, cut once, exactly. So given that, I'm going to need 19. Really? No. 10, 4, 14. 14 refineries just for rubber. Let's have you set up on that corner. Oh boy.
Okay. South a bit, west a bit, south some more, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Making good old rubber.
If I've done my job correctly, this should work now.
Oh, it was only 13. How silly of me. And this one, we only need to make 12. So 60%. And then we need a mere 34 units of plastic. So 2 more refineries.
So, that drone's here, so I need to run down and watch it, make sure it works.
Oh, I cannot believe I'm going to do this. I mean, I can.
Okay.
Do somewhat silly. Oh, you don't like that.
Alright, so we only need 1 oil extractor, so I didn't need as many materials, which is good. That's a lot, though. Oh, of course I'm going to need so many more of those. The pipeline junction crosses alone.
Okay, that should work. Basically got a normal splitter coming after the smart splitter, and that way the gas filters just go one direction. Because the smart splitter will split it equally, which is what I should be able to. Sit here and watch it because I've got things I need to be doing.
Is workable. Of course it's not. Well, I mean, it is, but. Oh, good. That's gonna work. That's gonna work. It's gonna work. Yes, good. So I've got a right-hand return coming back north, so it can go almost straight into aluminum source XL, which means I only need the exit to come over here. I don't have to put both ends. Yay!
Yay!
I'll have to figure out. I'm gonna have to make a T-junction over here, which is its own special kind of headache, but
so that's our input. For all of that... Sorry, terrifying scale of what I've done sometimes. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. I'll feel that way when I've got electromagnetic, whatever they're called.
Thingies.
Electromagnetic control rods, I believe.
That's the word. My brain really wanted to call them fuel rods, and I'm like, I know that's not right. But that's the only word that wants to come to mind.
That's a different thing later down the line for us.
The out. No reason for you to loop that way.
This isn't strictly necessary, but it is nice to have the pipes color-coded. So there is absolutely no question about what the liquid is.
Look at me heading that way. 2.5. God knows I've done this enough times.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have now created a hot mess. Alright. Fix that with some pass signals.
Okay, so we're making 20 oil residue. And we need to make sure that is all sunk across the board. Which goes in 40 to 120. So at a ratio of 2 to 1. Lovely. I didn't account for those refineries. I only counted these ones. I'm going to need to head back for more.
Oh, wow, I have no exit signal on that at all. Well, let's freaking fix that.
Actually, no, we're going to keep this for now.
Best practices, do it the right way.
Input on the left.
Do and act.
You're making a mere 10. 17, rather. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, something like that.
Now I need to come back here and fix this, because it is also wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Fail. Do it again. It's like, fix it
That's
now,
too
because
close, isn't
fixing
it?
it later will be a big pain in the ass.
That is too close.
You...
Is that not? That wasn't aligned in the first place. There we go. I probably don't have enough plates and rods and all that for all that. Oh well.
Bypass. Did I do a bypass there? I did a bypass there.
Well, here we go. Let's try and see how many we can get. It's going to be a separate line, but same principle.
Okay, the roundabout right next to Aluminum XL is now a fully optimized
Train
setup.
roundabout.
So if something approaches it and needs to just hang a right, it can do that from any of the four directions.
Excellent.
And in fact, the return trip north from the south, which is kind of where we're expecting to run this train line, can tap the roundabout, hang a right, and basically keep turning right and end up at the Aluminum XL station. And then it can exit, hang a right, and re-merge into that north-south line.
That's good.
We are pleased with that. What we're less pleased with is the now for a whole bunch of running train over empty space. Partly because I don't actually want to build down that far, because I know what's down there. I've been over the bamboo forest before. I
Yeah.
do not want. Two and a half, right?
Of course, the trick with these is if they actually freaking connect.
Make you a little bit longer.
Okay.
At least you
One
clicked. I'll
more.
take that.
Oh. Sweet.
How many total are we taking here?
Okay.
The total was 271 units of rubber, which is just barely over Mark III. You are kidding me. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Mark V because we got plenty of that. Strictly necessary? No. Will it get the job done? Yes. That'll be the rubber line. Whereas the plastic we need relatively little. So that'll just be a Mark I.
Six. 6, 5. Okay. So Mark II on this copper is going to get me more than enough copper I need. That's good. I don't even need to overclock the dang thing.
Oh, this is going to be real tightly packed.
Kind of aiming for those and turning south. Is that what I'm doing? I actually don't know what's over there. I have never been along this way before. Do not like Sam I am. I think this is where I want to start turning south, though.
Might as well get these powered. Just so I've got jet ability. That is not where I pointed in. You know it, young man.
I also see is a radar tower. I can see the radar tower. Poking up.
Yep. Put that down a while ago, actually.
But it's actually further. Okay, I'm not going that far.
Okay. So that's the first row of refineries done. Ugh. You turn 40 of that into... yeah. So 2 to 1 for the most part. And then one more at the end, really.
So I'm going to need to start angling this thing down at some point.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
could be.
6, 7, 8.
I feel like
9.
maybe just a little bit further past the poison.
I
stuff
did
before
make
do
one
that,
more
though.
than I needed. Oh.
Why? My smelters are pointed the right way. Oh, okay. These are splitters. I need to replace the smelter.
So it's this one that needs to be taken down a notch. To 12.
A thing that no one has ever said about me.
Technically 11.5, but
Well,
close enough.
I haven't seen this glitch since Fixmas.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a hell of an announcement.
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
I can't place my conveyors from my splitters to my smelters.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't connect conveyor belts to anything. Never mind anything.
I had a problem with power lines earlier. Yeah, sometimes as client, you kind of get glitched out on what mode you're in.
I fixed it.
Yeah,
You did?
there it is.
Yeah, I had to hit control to stop it from locking. It was doing the world lock mode,
Oh.
and it
World.
refused to let me connect anything together because of that.
Now I can live with this gap action. Well, no.
I noticed it when I started trying to place mergers, and I'm like, wait a minute, why can't I do anything?
I do want this to be a little compact.
I can actually run any more train. Because there's
There we
a
go.
non-zero chance that I'm going to run all this concrete and then be like, oops, that was the wrong direction. I didn't want to do that. What is that?
once again. Plastic. And 14 units of plastic. Oh boy. This is already on one heck of a machine, and it's just the first step on a long list of steps.
Resources. Yeah, show me those resources. So I'm blowing past a whole bunch of quartz, some limestone, and there's a impure water fracking site. That's cute. Why even bother? Further down or not? I feel like I kind of do.
I'm definitely going to need to get more refinery materials, which is fun. The reason I laid down all this power in the first place is so I can put down these junction crosses slightly easier. That's right, that's what the last 10 or 20 minutes was for. So I could use the hover pack to make this step go slightly faster. And all the other steps that involve placing stuff at specific points. I don't even need all of these.
Down. You stop that. Give me the...
Because the way the math works out, the output of 2 of these refineries gives me just enough to feed one refinery with heavy oil residue. And I figured instead of just making a manifold to just sink another manifold, why not just do it directly? Just this once, considering the space and the layout I've got. And since the coke is not just an afterthought, but something that needs to be accounted for very specifically on this project.
T8 megacampus is right over there. So at some point I need to start going that way. This is not that point. It's more west than south now, at least.
Well, there's that.
Okay. The copper sheets segment is done. Now I just need to get the coal coming down here, and that's...
That's a good sound.
I've got to get coal from down the cliff to where I need it to be. I also need this orb to go the hell away.
Alright, I need more refinery materials.
Oh, hi, ugly. All right,
Uh-oh.
time to change to the hover pack because I see a friend who's going to come make himself
Like
known
another
to me
3.
soon. It's like I might as well deal with him now.
Yep. Alright, yep. Copy. Yep.
Basically, I'm taking it down the cliff. Okay.
12. Well, we're making 32 over here and 17 over here. It's still too much, so yeah, it'll need to be 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Oh, you're up there.
Well, let's... Oh boy, 120 per minute on each of these. 360. Oh, it's gonna be so much petroleum coke. How much do I actually need for all this?
Oh yeah, so remember that space when you're running all those power lines and you had the poison alpha stinger?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a cousin that apparently did not join that fray,
Hmm.
but I just shot the crap out of him.
Yeah. Yeah, the wood spiders are just even a little bit more nasty than their normal alpha variants, and boy, N+1 is still very big.
Yeah.
Alright, so really all I need here is like 3 of these, and that gives me the petroleum coke I need. And the rest gets sunk.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hog. Am I floating up in the air? I don't care.
I mean, hey, as long as you don't run a jetpack Johnny, you can just mock him all day long.
Right?
Or a bunch of stingers that really love to jump.
Which would be all of them.
Yes, that would be all of them.
Okay. Believe it or not, I am getting, I'm making progress toward the goal. 2, 1. Urgh. Oops. You need them, but at the same time.
So these first 3 have the useful petroleum coke, and the rest are getting sunk. That is the plan.
It's going to go away at some point, but...
Because if I linked all of these together, they would not fit on... they would not fit all on the same Mark V conveyor belt. Alright. I've been putting it off, but I need to go back now.
That's...
Inverse sunk cost fallacy? I'm not sure that applies here.
It's kind of dumb, but that's all right.
Okay, and a lot more alkaline sheets is also on the list. All right, I guess I'm going this way then. Back the way I came.
I love when you're just high enough in elevation that you can't see down into the valley below because you're at the
cloud
fog
height,
transition
yeah,
layer.
The fog, yeah, the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jetpack mode. Duh, that's why it's not working.
Oh, and maybe like 3 of those too.
I can see clearly now. The fog is lifted.
And probably a few of these.
Oh, that is an elevation change.
Yeah, kind of hard for a train to do, which...
Okay, so now you're kind of using the megacampus. I'm guessing you're going to basically use a lot of this canyon.
Maybe it kind of depends on how things shape out. I'm kind of working my way from the outside in. And, whoa. I don't really know how, like, the middle and the end is going to look yet.
Right. There's way the bleep down there. As I double, triple, and quadruple check that I'm using the jetpack, not the hover pack, when I have no power sources nearby.
Mm.
All right, so this rail line, what is... Because you're going to be using mostly on-site sources, so is this a product exit strategy, or is this
This
a...
is to...
Oh, this is the aluminum.
This is the staging for the aluminum. It is
This
product
is
input.
bringing in aluminum more than anything else. Okay.
Frankly, I figure we're probably just going to drone it out.
Yeah, drone out the various products, yeah. Well, I mean, we can train out a couple of the products too. I mean, the rail line is here. There's no reason not to use it.
Uh-oh.
Right.
So I'm going to angle this down a bit more and kind of put some train stations together kind of on the west end, probably, of the canyon. Just because that's just the way the angle came in for running this train line. Oh, Spud has left.
Uh-oh.
I had a crash.
Ah, dagnabbit.
It's been a
Okay,
while,
so-
you know.
Getting rid of double natting did not fix that problem. I was hoping.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
my computer is starting to show its age in general.
Let's get rid of all that.
No,
Welcome back.
This is a bad time to ask me out, game. After that, it's really not a good time.
Yeah, right? You do me wrong, and then you want me to get closer.
No.
Further down? Yeah. Ugh.
Using an IDE, development environment for making the mod, really taught me a lot about how much RAM my computer has. Unfortunately, staying in that for too long would really start to slow things down. So I'm glad that's over. I see we have a hypertube out here.
Bit back, and then I go
Oh,
flat.
thank you for the 500 bits, Pulsar. I do appreciate that. That's probably the first Twitch bits I've gotten in months. And I'm probably not going to be able to even cash those out immediately. Oh, I lost my freaking to-do list in the middle of all that.
Oh, well, that's just rude.
It was like 3 refineries and stuff. Some awesome sinks.
That. Okay, I can see, I mean, not see, but I can see the T8 megacampus dot location from here.
All
And in
right.
the distance, the tower. There's a bit of a steep climb for part of this just to get the elevation change I want out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give this some flat runoff. And yeah, the train stations are probably going to be hugging the west wall area of the canyon a bit.
That's kind of what I figured.
Just because of the way just trying to climb out of this thing ended up being. I could have gone a little further south and gone across, but I don't think it would have been any prettier. And I've got those stone arches over there to deal with, so it's just as well I dodged those. As it is, I've got stone arches in front of me, too. You weren't kidding about the just, oh, there's just going to be way the hell up here, and we will deal with that.
Yep. As long as it's close enough to work with, that's really the main desire there. And not in the way of any future construction, however that shapes out.
Well, this is way up off the ground, but on the other hand, the ground is very varied.
Yeah,
So I can see there's like...
we'll be lifting it up off the ground a bit.
Yeah, because there's all the green lumpy blorps of rock, and then there's the sand at the very bottom.
Yeah. We'll be building up a bit. Alright, a bunch of these. Oh, I update my inventory. Suddenly my to-do list is back. That's interesting.
So it just wasn't enabled in the UI until.
Yeah, it
Weird.
just wasn't updating.
Yes.
That means it's not updating every frame. It's only updating when the stuff that updates it calls that function. Which is probably for the best, but still, that reveals that's how that's being handled.
Alright, I am happy enough with how this is laying out that I'm going to proceed so that we actually make progress tonight. Or I make progress. You guys are probably making progress. I'm just making train tracks.
I'm making a lot of refineries that don't do anything yet, so...
I'm actually making progress.
Cool.
That's... You know, it hasn't really been said or appreciated enough, but you usually have been in all of these sessions. It's like, oh yeah, Nick's got stuff done while we've been, you know, hovering around.
But you guys have been fighting everything else.
Yeah. Some cases, literally, yeah. I don't want that to go unappreciated now that it strikes me.
Well, I do appreciate it, and I do what I can, because I know I'm not doing too many of the super complex things.
I don't know, you're making electromagnetic control rods, and I haven't made any of those. I haven't done all the late game Fixmas stuff. I think you've been handling your fair share of complexity.
Okay, hang those two that way. Here's a question. Did I bring enough? Yes, I have enough. I can make a train station with 2 platforms and a locomotive with 2 freight cars, because I'm pretty sure that the Aluminum XL is a dual car thing to maximize bandwidth.
I think it's only a single car thing, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, and that makes this even easier for me.
I should also make sure I get more plates and rods. Oh, right, I've got guts to turn in.
Slowly deleting the power lines in this freaking building.
Also, still appreciating the biomass building, where we just put guts in and forget about them.
It's a beautiful thing. And you are correct. That is a single platform. That makes this easier for me. Get a to-do list.
I do like my biomass building.
Reduce by 1.
I started with the idea in mine and Dad's game, and then it just kind of evolved from there.
Okay. Hey, I took inspiration from you to make one in my game, so it's like that's really damn handy.
Oops. Dang it.
Do you mean to say, Pulsar, that the biomass building is where you return your copies of the Berserk manga? Because that's a fairly long walk for that joke, but I appreciate
it. I, of all people, am perfectly willing to salute someone who takes a long trek to deliver a punchline.
Hi, kitty.
It's gonna work, but that's okay. Yourself more room. That's fine.
Stock up, but I am pretty certain I'll have electromagnetic control rods done and being shipped to Megadrone by the time we're done with this session.
Yay.
Cool.
So I've got all the inputs done. It's now just finishing the internals of the building.
I can tell you right now, this is going to be a multi-session project here on the West Coast.
Oh, definitely. By 9, and I don't care about a north because there's literally no way I can have a north fork coming off of this roundabout I'm about to make. Because I'm literally staring at a sheer cliff. No train is going north from this location.
Yeah, that's very true.
The roundabout is going to be from the eastern source input west to the train stations that we're going to use to ship product in and out. And I'll have a south fork for a possible expansion into the green biome. Another possible route to expansion, I should say. Always leave yourself an out.
Yep.
Wide, right? I will say I've gotten pretty well into the habit of using the picker mode for duplicating existing stuff. That has become pretty handy.
I'm still working on
I've
that.
started doing that a little bit more.
3, 4, 5.
Is this your new hypertube here?
It's not done, but I'm getting there, yeah.
Missing concrete. Oh, poop.
Oh,
Well,
I knew there was something I was forgetting. I've still got some, but... Oh, that dropped you off right in front of some spawners.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye.
particularly being paid to care about that. Three, four, five, six, seven,
Seems
8. Is that correct?
Oh, and there's that radar tower.
Oh, did you find the desert radar tower?
Yep. So I haven't been looking up much while I'm making this commute.
Did I get that right? Yeah. Too sharp of a turn. Damn it. So it's gonna be though. Yep. Nothing's gonna make that happier. That's my in.
Boy, we're not even at the hard part where this crazy plan comes together yet. Alright. There's my giant platform. Leave me alone already, guys. Alright, and we're back.
Make it tricky.
Okay.
Desperate need for concrete, so I'm deleting some of the concrete stuff I've placed because, well,
Alright, how much is all this then? 20, 240, 364. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is... You're not even getting the full amount, but might as well just consider that 600 units. As opposed to this 360, which we'll be actually using.
oh my god, that worked. That can't possibly be right. I mean, I'll take it. Holy crow, that worked. Ah. Yeah.
Fine, I'll hydrate and posture check.
But being down to 200 concrete means I'm going back. I don't even have enough concrete to get a train station placed just to summon my taxi. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
The way it worked out. I mean, unless... there is this.
so that'll be the overflow handling for that.
Unauthorized hostility. Unless one of you jackasses has a jetpack, you can't catch me.
I don't even get that bug, but all right.
All right. That gives me almost 1,500. One more pass? Sure. No reason not to. There. Now I should have enough. It would help me if I decided these rails aren't where I want them, but hey, you want train stations? Yeah, I'll give you train stations. Two and a half. Perfect. Thank you. And then we just need to get stuff built over there. Right? Right. Sure, he said.
Wish I could tell you.
back to the jetpack because I'm going off in unpowered, uncharted territory. This canyon scale is deceptive. I keep thinking I'm running up against the wall and I run another 10 foundations and it's like, yeah, you're not there yet. Like, okay.
Hmm.
Do I need this much overflow handling? No, but considering there's liquids involved, yes.
Thing where you're trying to place a train track and you think you've got it on the junction and it's just like, nope,
Nope.
you thought that was the junction. It was not.
Okay.
Out. Thing. Dun. So 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
That's done. I'm going to aim the input/outputs toward the center of the canyon. Unless you have a compelling reason or desire to see it otherwise.
That sounds about right.
Fantastic. We'll mark this as the unload platform. Do sharp turn. Mortal words of Daffy Duck. I despise you. Sharp turn. So bang the 3x3 rule. What is your damage? Okay, fine.
Steel pipes go there. Let's go.
I'm gonna go half. Hate that idea, but I think I'm gonna do it. Damn purple is here, but where were we? 1, 2.5. And if I may say, game, cordially invite you to get stuffed. Well, just didn't want to obey the 3x3 rule, which I've used for hundreds of these not hundreds, but you know what I mean. Quite a few of these side-by-side train stations, and it just decided this time, nope, that's too shallow.
Okay, there we go. That is something. That sure is some spaghetti.
Drive away.
Okay. That should, in theory, set the stage for all this.
Yeah, I know you're blinking. You're blinking for good reason. Oh, too close to another switch. Ah. Okay, well, no right hand fast out for that because I can't make this any closer to the wall than it already is. So this will be an imperfect roundabout, but you can always do the 270-degree turn if for some reason something leaves one of these stations and has to go south. I'm amused that it'll let you put a block signal in between the station and a freight platform.
Oh boy.
Well, it's a rail segment, so weird, but okay.
Oh, you guys did not get set. Right, because you guys got moved around a bit.
Yep. path signal here, please.
Alright, you all have instructions. You're all powered. Well, time to get this thing churning.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think I'm going to put a train on this station. In the station, for starters. Yes. Edit timetable.
Alright, better first products.
Yep. Clicking turn on self-driving while autosave chugs.
Ah, so that's what that was. Yep, get
Funny
in
enough,
there.
I didn't even feel it.
Here's the useful coke.
I improved one roundabout and built an entire other roundabout. Now to see if they both work.
Alright, so that is the plastic, the rubber, and the petroleum coke staged for this, in theory. All off of one crude node. And all just one step on the road to all these products.
So the first, and for the time being, only train load of aluminum ingots is about to be shipped down.
Alright, and then there's that.
Because the full bin is going to fill the bin at the other end, and that'll be the end of that. Well, I suppose the train will pick up more, and then it'll just be running around with a full load.
Yep. It'll be there waiting to be used, and that's fine.
Yep. Probably want an output buffer bin at some point too, but that is not a today problem for me.
Good
You
eye
should hang
point.
right. Perfect.
That was 2 hours. Oh boy, this is gonna be a project.
Yep. That's okay. I just realized I don't have any block signals along this long route either, so to break up the two giant long blocks.
Alright, next we're gonna need iron to make the petroleum coke into... some of the petroleum coke anyway into steel. Yeah, way a kilometer away. Yeah, there's gonna be some long conveyor belts here.
Bring you tidings of great joy. Right into the Discord.
Oh. Huzzah! Aluminum for T8 prods. Hello.
Longer train station from that.
one step. I mean, probably one of the bigger steps, but still one step. Most of this is just refineries for rubber and the containment for that, the byproducts of that. I've made this project, you know, lean heavy into the rubber and very, very slightly into the plastic. Okay. The next challenge, and this is a big one, is getting this petroleum coke to meet up with the iron to make steel, as well as using some of the iron to just make some iron products. But also, some of this petroleum coke has to go and to make circuit boards.
Wait with that? Oops, almost fell to my death. That would have sucked.
Because the iron I
Yes,
want...
yes. The rain is very moody and atmospheric. It's not helping my...
There is a Caterium node,
agoraphobia
but
right
I've
now.
cut that Caterium out. We're using just a little bit of this quartz. As well as some of this limestone. And, of course, the nitrogen here. Which is really only needed at the very end. Oh, boy. Well, that, and it's just, like, over here, and then... But, like, we're pulling products over a huge area and concentrating them over here, so... This was expected.
Run that. I wanted to not need that.
That's fairly appreciable. Looks like we're all spun up. And handling things pretty well.
Motors?
Okay, what am I doing next? Alright, I might as well just scout out the iron and get an idea of what I want to do. I'm probably not going to get much more done this session, but I should at least, like, get an idea. All that, and it's rather small in the grand scheme of things here. And apparently all the monsters are having a beach day.
Great. Oh, so that's where that comes in.
Okay.
Waiting for my train to come back.
My building is producing.
Ooh.
Huzzah.
It is storing 3 things: stators, AI limiters, and electromagnetic control rods.
Stators.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
Stators go into electromagnetic control rods.
Ah. Okay, so here is the iron, huh?
We're going to be making 4 things here.
Yep, 4 things here. Heat sinks, cooling
We're making
systems.
the heat sinks, right?
Yeah. We're making a few extra heat sinks out of the whole process, and so that we've got some on hand for things that need them.
It comes up every now and then.
Every now and then. Yeah, not a huge concern, but like since we're going to be making cooling systems anyway, we might as well make a few extra heat sinks is my feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The main stars of this show are cooling systems, fused modular frames, and turbo motors.
Oh, that's the quartz cave.
Yep, that's the quartz cave. We're going to be tapping the quartz cave for the little bit of quartz we need for this. It's back.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that since our game.
Yep. I was like, oh, so that's going to be the quartz for tapping, huh? Well then. I've got plenty of ore here. Just what am I going to do with it? Do I need to... Where do I make these meet? Probably like out here on the coast, maybe? Just make another just make another platform and then bring that over and okay. I'm not prepped for this. I need to look at the graph. So the iron ore need about 221 units. To go into coke steel ingots and iron ingots to make iron plates. Oh, hold on. It's just rubber and petroleum coke to make the circuit boards? Wait, I can just make that right here? I can make the circuit boards right here. And they'll be going a long way too, but that's like really like 4 assemblers, yeah. Do I have enough for 4 assemblers? Holy crap. Yeah, I can just staple on production for the circuit boards onto my refinery rig. And that'll be that step done. And then the rest of the petroleum coke will be sent to we'll meet up with the iron to make steel. There we go. That solves that.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a use for all that petroleum coke we were...
yeah, that's...
I forgot that's like, oh yeah, petroleum coke goes into...
Yeah, that's why I made it this way, is because it actually just makes those steps simpler in a couple of places. I just wasn't sure how to spaghetti it, but no, I've got 2 products right next to each other for circuit boards. They're just making circuit boards out of oil.
On one hand, waiting for my train is a nice soothing break. On the other hand, that train is going a really long way.
No, yeah, 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 no, that wasn't an angry realization. That was actually a very joyful realization of, oh, I can just do that there, and then I don't have to think about it. Then I can just manifold the rest elsewhere. It's all I need to do.
Happening is should be coming through here. Here's the part where I hope I catch my train. Oh, crap. I made a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank goodness there's a path signal there because I can catch my train. The shortest path was through Aluminum XL, not through the roundabout. Worst thing in the world, just kind of, oops. But I am using my taxi to get me home. I am short the materials I need.
Electrode circuit board. Rubber and petroleum coke. I don't know why we picked up that ultimate recipe, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those we grabbed because we had nothing else to grab.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a very real chance that was one of those. Ah, crap. Oh, no, I didn't put any of those block signals in, so now I have to wait for the aluminum ingot train to get all the way back to Aluminum XL before my train will move. Because there are no block signals along that path.
Ah.
I did this to myself. Congratulations, you played yourself. Alright, I will make an a special point of making a pass through here as soon as I can. I just need mats.
Maybe I just cart all the iron here so that it's all... Yeah. Hell, maybe I make a short train line and just, like, sprint it over.
I actually did that with my nitrogen gas. I literally just cross the channel there between the shore and the island with a single car nitrogen gas train. It was that or run a whole bunch of pipe across the water. And I'm just like, no, I don't.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking at this point, honestly, is that it might be better to just bring the iron here.
Okay, that was weird. I'm coming along, getting close to the battery works, and the distance is all the baobab trees, but it was just their stumps.
No.
And then all the tops popped in at once.
Oh. I guess those are how they're built. They're separate objects.
Yep. I think that's part of the problem with the way they block building and movement is that the way they are constructed, which supposedly they have fixed for update 8. Which can drop any day now, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to hit experimental first and
Mhm.
spend a month getting bugs fixed after that. Really need to redo this rat's nest.
Oh, that turned out a little uneven. Do I care? Yeah, unfortunately I do care.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's always annoying. I might as well. In case these numbers get weird.
Fond of that.
Okay.
Can't believe that didn't clip. Good job. Machines, I need more computers. Okay.
And there we go. Circuit boards. All right. Just the first stop
Cool.
for the rubber and the petroleum coke, but it's a use for them. This at least takes care of parts of the production. Yeah, that iron's a whole kilometer away across the water.
Yours are over at the crystal oscillator and other random stuff site, aren't they?
What is where?
Computers.
Oh yeah, computers are there, yeah. Fair number of our electronics went there. Yeah, not too shabby. All right. But yeah, if I make the steel parts here too, that takes care of. Yeah, that takes care of the petroleum coke. Petroleum coke's role in things, and so I don't have to carry it much further.
Those. All right. My final contribution this session will be getting...
The rubber is going to be traveling all over the place. No real avoiding that, but...
Concrete. Jesus. Almost forgot concrete. I would have made it all the way back there.
Without any... Oh, geez, yeah. Let's see, the rubber needs to then go to... Oh, geez. Rubber goes into...
Hey, Nyx has got her item on the to-do list checked off.
Nice. Oh, the
Or,
heat...
I mean, she'll be able to.
Oh, wait, is it just the heat sinks and the turbo motors now? Is that it? No, oh, also the cooling systems, right. So, rubber's going to be going all the way to the top of this. Because for some reason they all want rubber.
For some reason, says the man who built the plan that made it so that all...
But that's like their default recipes.
I know. Just saying.
But yeah, heat sinks, cooling systems, and turbo motors. The only one they don't go into is the fuse modular frames. So once they're done with circuit boards, they go all the way over to the final products. That'll be a heck of a thing. Okay.
I'm going to deliberately block traffic for a bit once I get there, but that's okay because aluminum XL train can't do anything else anyway.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, there will be block signals along that way and several train stations. One for delivering aluminum and two for delivering final products, since two-car trains will get everything out of there.
That is true. Does that mean we're not going to drone it then, or?
I mean, we can put drones somewhere in there too. I'm preparing for whatever we want to do.
Yeah, if we got other stuff we want to get out of there, yeah, that's true.
Or we could decide that the train could be some other, like, leftover good that's getting made or something. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we've got extra AI limiters or whatever. Okay, here, those can go into a train.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. We should be thinking ahead there.
Oh, for that matter, we're going to need a one of the train ports. If we do drones, one of the train ports is going to have to be... Oh, by the way, here's the battery delivery for those drones.
Well, I think if it goes back to the hub, it'll get its batteries there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, use the hub as the source.
That was the main point of making the Mega Drone hub, was so that all of our drones could get fed there and just bring stuff to and fro there.
That's true. I keep forgetting that's how we did that.
That was mainly so we didn't have to worry about batteries outside of that context.
Cool. And that means the trains can all be set to load, and we can just decide whatever the heck we want to load there.
All right, I'm gonna head back to.
Fix this one.
I'm gonna head back to the hub because I am very done with this, actually.
Sweet.
That can just sit there filling up while figure out the rest.
And that became the shortest route. Oh, I should have done that a different way. Oh, well. So yeah, now this train goes through... Screw you, I'm catching the other train. So I'm catching the aluminum train, because it'll get there much, much faster. my taxi is going to be stuck at that intersection way back there, waiting for this thing to get through the next roundabout.
I'm taking the car back. I'm so done hovering all the way back and forth. I need to be using other transportation options more. Have not heard from Nix in a while. Is Nix muted?
Say, it's been quiet from over there.
Sorry, I've been talking to my husband, so I've been distracted.
That's fine. Understandable.
He's been having commentary on me messing with the Mega Drone site.
Let's go place a whole bunch of Razafragan signals. And look, there's my taxi that will be waiting for a while before it is allowed to do anything. We are not going to place any block signals on the steep part of the train. Thank you very much.
Alright. I have not been in the desert biome much, so figuring out my way out is going to be interesting. Via car. Pardon. Whoopsie. That's a very weird game.
What?
A series of events that is hard to explain, but is entire. Basically, I drove too deep into the water, and then it kicked me out of the car, and then it drifted over my body and knocked me out for a bit.
Oh, okay.
What way? Oh, that's. Oh, that way is full of danger. Let's go.
Are we running toward the danger?
Okay. And civilization. There we go.
Okay, I have placed signals. Trains can now get through here in something resembling a reasonable time of fashion. It's there anyway, so don't let.
Oh, okay. Careful, careful. Driving near Iron Heights is very surreal, with how different it's all become.
Right. Oh, I have this feeling that my train has now nose to tailed with another train, and that is going to be a problem. Oh well.
Okay.
Freight platform.
So, as it turns out, rather than building in a bunch of different places, I think I'm just using that platform out on the water as my initial my first staging area for the TA products, and then bringing them all inland.
Huh. Okay, stop with the chugging game. What the hell?
And I have to bring them inland because the nitrogen and the quartz are inland, so can't really avoid that.
Too sharp of a turn. Oh, game. Why must you be this way?
Yeah, I think I gotta bring the iron up. Because that'll mean that I don't have to make the petroleum coke travel very far. It'll all get used on the spot, and then we've got all our iron and steel products. And then all of that can go.
Tink. That was a happy noise. Alright. Turn off self-driving.
Oh boy.
All right. Storage for ECRs, stators, and AI limiters is now in place in the Mega Drone storage.
Sweet.
All right.
And with overflow set up. It looks cursed, but hey, that's what the second floor was made for.
I don't think they're going to let us power vehicles with nitrous oxide pulsar. I don't see that happening. They kind of want to be done. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing their damnedest to get this thing done. And I support that 100%.
I mean, it's weird that they are adding more features as they are. It's just like, come on, guys, really?
I mean, the power line
sure
stuff
you wanna
is
add more
kind of under the category quality of life.
That's fair. Okay, there's a gap. 1, 2.
And, you know, since they're not done, they're kind of obligated to keep adding features so people keep buying and playing.
This is going to work, but I'm going to try anyway.
Oh, man. 41 coupons, sure.
Oh no, don't tell me it's too close. Oh, don't tell me I'm too close to the freaking wall. Oh, no.
No.
I suspect I'm not going to get away with that. Just seems terribly unlikely. 2, 3. What if I go from there to there? Train station. Platform. Freight platform. Load. And load. Not lock and load, just load and load. 3. You come around here. It worked. It worked. Okay. I got away with it.
Still is a pretty view, even if that part of the desert doesn't really want to load. We have done so dang much. Oh, it wasn't meant to be looked at that close.
T8 Source 1 and T8 Source 2 are built and connected and routable.
All right.
And aluminum for T8 prods is receiving source material. We are basically a go.
Hey.
It's just that chunk that...
Timetable, don't need you. Duck taxi home. Go. Going home. Good time to be doing that. I'm feeling my brain is getting burned now too, so.
I'm just waiting to see that Megadrone's working properly for the new segment.
Cool.
No, I don't think the Thunderbirds are go-to.
But at least I've got the Electro site set up in such a way that I can expand it later.
Cool.
Because right now, it's not producing very fast, but it's producing at capacity.
Right. Because we are going to need something in the area of like 25 or so per minute electromagnetic control rods for both parts of the thing. You only need a few for one part, but you need a bunch for the later bits.
Yeah. I can definitely work on expanding it at a later time. But for now, for storage purposes, it does what it needs to do.
Yeah, catch me later on when you're bored. Like, I'm on vacation all week, so catch me in the next few days, and I will load up my ECR site and show you a tour, because it's a monster. It's not super complicated. It's just big. I also only had a normal Caterium to work with, so I had to use the pure Caterium ingot refinery-based process, just like we did for our supercomputers.
Oh, yeah. Whereas
So,
I have a pure Caterium node to work with.
Yeah.
I basically have all pures that I'm working with. Just waiting for my drone to come back.
Come back, drone. Come back. Not get the priority on that approach.
Well, there is a step.
Maybe not a giant leap, but definitely a step.
Oh boy.
Oh, damn it. I know what the problem is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I've got to run out there. God damn it. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you know what the problem is, and you know how far you're going to have to go to fix it.
Yep. It
Also
is
gonna
the
need
type of problem that I forgot to power the other drone port.
Ooh. Yeah, that's,
Oh.
that will be a limiting factor.
Yeah,
I
I was
also need a
forgetting
bunch
something.
of copper to make an absolute crap ton of wire. That's going to be a part of this. Gonna need some quartz to make crystal oscillators.
All that crap.
Gonna need iron to make plates and screws. to make EIVs.
Literally right over that node. Ugh.
I'm on my way, Electrodrone. I got you. I understand the problem.
Yeah, I might just, like, do a lot of the combining on the water. It'd be very awkward if I marked the wrong location for you to put that train. But no, I can just bring it
Oh,
in. I can bring it inland. That's no problem.
yeah, I was saying, it's just, there weren't a lot of other ways to approach that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what conveyor belts are for.
Yep. But yeah, the way I build this, it just like a lot of materials get combined and spread out across many different spots, and a lot of those steps are closer than I thought they'd be.
I am more or less freed up to start building whatever discrete part of the thing needs going next, since
I will...
basically I have run the train line that needs running.
Yep.
Once I'm done with this, I'll be free for whatever spaghetti you want to sick on me.
Oh boy. Yeah, I guess it'll be all hands on deck then.
Yep. 'Tis the time.
There then, yeah, I can...
Oh, hey, if you got ECRs going, it means we'll have 1/4 of the particle enrichment milestone
Yep.
knocked out.
That's
See, I did it the way around. I
plan.
did the cooling system, fuse mod frames, and turbo motors, and then built the ECR site. It's because they basically did the simple one first. Not simple. I wouldn't say the T8 product site is not simple, but it's smaller. It's like a handful of blenders and what, a couple of assemblers? I can't remember.
The only reason my ECR site is simple right now is because I'm not building it to do a whole lot of capacity right now.
Turn off the. My taxi's going to start blinking at me if I don't turn off the. Oh no, I turned off self-driving. That's right. Timetable. You have no timetable. Goodbye.
Yeah, this is... Now that it's starting to come together, it's gonna be tricky.
Yep.
This is a very optimized but very interconnected build for making all these parts from scratch and only bringing like one external part in.
That's why this is going to be more complicated than mine, because
I
basically said, I'm not rebuilding any of this crap.
Yeah. I'm already making the constituent parts. Let's just bring them here. Yeah.
Power slug to convert to a power shard.
But yeah, once we're doing from scratch here, because once we hit like, you know, the last space elevator, we were like, we're already using up everything we're making for everything else.
Yep. There you go, drone. I gotcha.
Oh, well, yeah. For all that, mostly all I did was run trains, which is my thing. I did run trains.
It was a very important train that we need for this. And through difficult terrain, so it was a worthy challenge, I say.
So now the northwestern corner of that tight little canyon is going to be the input-output zone. And we don't have to use the trains. We don't have to use both the trains. We can just use one. You know, they're there. If later we go, yeah, we don't need any of this, we just tear that out. No harm done.
Yep.
I'm not precious about this. It's like,
Okay. That's good.
yeah, no. If it turns out that it's like, nope, it works better if we just drone them out from over here. Okay, cool. I don't care. I have provided us options.
Yeah, this is going to be a multi-session build, all right. Yeah, so need it. Figure next time it'll be like, all right, you make a crap ton of wire, you make a, you know, make all this iron crap. I don't know. Really, the big challenge immediately ahead is bringing the iron over to meet the petroleum coke, which is a long ways away. But also, iron has to make its own things as well. So it'll be kind of split between that.
Right. Which one's going to be the priority? That's really what it's going to come down to. It's going to be a smart splitter with a, Mark V belts on it going, okay, this way to the priority products, this way to the other stuff you're getting used for.
Well,
is one way to do it.
Yeah. You could also just make like different groups of miners feed different things.
Also true. If we're using more than one iron source, then
I mean, the iron nearby is like, there's like 4 nodes on it. All at like normal or pure, which is more than enough. I really whittled down like the raw resource materials for this. It's just that it's all over the place. We don't need a lot of anything for this. They've all just gotta, except for like crude. I put everything into crude. And even then, it's not even like a fully overclocked pure.
I take it Nyx is hypertubing it back.
That I am.
Like, I kept having to zoom out and zoom out and zoom out. Like, where is she? Like, oh, that's right. You built all the way over there.
Yeah, her ECR site and my my refinery platform actually turned out really close to each other.
They really did.
Oh, I see. Oh, you used the. Oh, yeah, you're over there by the.
She's over at the mid-desert start.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, your drone is on the lake. I love it. And you still have untapped iron and limestone over there. It's great.
Mm-hmm. I've got a lot of stuff I can get over there if I need it. I'll probably eventually make a small concrete constructor out there to just have.
Ooh, yeah.
So that way I don't have to keep running all the way back to the hub for more concrete.
Just across the entire continent.
Just putting like extra like concrete resupply points would be not bad, actually.
Yeah. I'm definitely thinking that's something I'm going to look into, is figure out locations we go to a lot and just making mini concrete sites.
Or just, noting that there are places along the way. Like, here's a waypoint that is highly trafficked.
Is there any concrete along the hypertube line, along some of the train lines?
Sadly, the hypertube through the canyon is the worst spot for that because it's technically Spire Coast and there's no nodes of anything out there.
Mm-hmm.
It is
no non-oil nodes. Yeah.
go to the Mega Drone site because I need to double check, make sure everything's working properly.
Yep, I get that.
And then I can run to the hub and be good.
Yeah, the way I've built this blueprint is that it just, a lot of stuff through alts gets funneled into like a small number of products that we just make a bunch of, like rubber, steel pipes, and wire. That goes into a lot of the second and third order products. Just becomes this massive spider web of stuff.
We've got paint cartridge or color cartridges in the hub bin. I love it.
Oh yeah.
So we're from like graffiti a bunch of foundation tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, all that stuff is good for is just painting the decals.
Yep.
Oh,
Like the last couple of things that we didn't have.
might as well. I'm sure we've got tickets coming out our ears.
Yeah. We have like 44 after that.
We've basically bought everything at this point.
Yes, we have. Every skin, every part, every building, every decal, we've got just about everything. Oh, I feel like I both didn't do a lot this session and also did a lot.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's how many were sitting out there in
It's
the
also just
storage bin that I
been-
have out there.
Not
been a-
already.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many?
She's just got half the ECR requirement for particle enrichment.
That's like 400, right? Yeah, it is. Wow.
Yeah, she. All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, dang.
I'm gonna take a picture.
That
Once
was
again-
two.
Once again, making actual
assemblers worth.
progress.
All right. Okay. let's
like I
get
was
a
saying
save on
today.
this.
Oh, man.
Not 24th, not 25th, but 26th day save. Come on. Your game was saved. 80 hours, 13
Hey.
minutes.
80 hours, dang.
So
It's,
yeah, we put it in almost exactly 3 hours today. And you are now free to go because we have saved.
All right, then.
Yeah, no,
That'll
that-
be a stream.
That is good.
Good night,
That is
all.
a stream.
Good night.
Good night.